guys about crash diets and how they're definitely not good for you. I had my fair share of crash diets, and I can tell you that it was like one of the horriblest time of my life because I was constantly hungry, constantly angry. I even lost my period for like 1 month, but I gained it back when I started eating again. I had lost a ton of weight, but I was very unhappy. I was sad, and I was really like frustrated. But then I gained the weight all back really quickly, which was also very frustrating. But when I got on a regimen, it was like a well balanced, diet, and I started working out. That's when I lost weight the right way, and now I'm happy with the way I am. Well, our next point would be what food portions should actually look like. I'm not the type of person that's gonna tell you how many calories you're gonna have to eat or how much you should eat, because I know there are influencers here that tell you that you should eat really tiny portions. What I'm gonna tell you to do is how your plate should look. So you have a full plate, right? Half your plate should have vegetables, and a very good way to incorporate vegetables and leafy greens in your diet is through salads. You guessed it right, salads. So half your plate salads, leafy greens, legumes, whatever, should be on half of your plate, should occupy half of your plate. 1/4 of your plate should contain carbs, because as I told you before, carbs are caloric energy that you need. Your body needs energy to actually function. Okay, so caloric energy, so carbs, you're gonna have it in 1/4 of your, but choose healthy fats. Go for whole foods or like natural dense carbohydrates like potatoes, whole grain pasta, like cassava. Cassava is a very good carb, very good complex carb. You should also go for, so many things. I'm just gonna put a list here in the on the screen of the different types of carbs that you can consume. Another thing is protein. Protein should be at least 1/4, right, of your plate as well. So good types, and they should be lean. They can be lean. They can actually, protein doesn't have a rule as long as they are as long as it's there. It's very important, because protein, as I told you before, builds up your DNA because they contain amino acids, and amino acids are proteins that our body needs to function. No, because we have the essential amino acids and the non-essential amino acids, and eating proteins from animal sources and plant sources also help you with those amino acids. So that's what your plate should look like. And then you can switch this. I would recommend this during dinner or lunch, just so that I am sure that you're getting enough micronutrients, because macro and micronutrients are very important. I know people that only eat a slab of freaking beef patty, and say that, oh yeah, this is healthy, blah blah blah. It is not healthy. You need all the nutrients, you need all the minerals, not just protein. Please consume a balanced diet. It's very important. And also, you can go on a slight caloric deficit, but the thing about caloric deficit is that you should do it gradually and not crash. If you're used to eating 2,500 calories a day, try just reducing maybe 300 calories. So you'll be eating 2,200 calories, and then you reduce it again like bi-weekly or weekly. You reduce it, but not reduce it to a point that it's extreme starvation, because as I said, that is starvation, and that's gonna put your body on survival mode. Yes, that's correct. Well, I'm going to tell you about something that's very underrated, and that is what we call soft cardio. You heard me right, soft cardio. So what is soft cardio? Soft cardio are non-intense, because people are usually, they're used to heat cardio. Heat cardio is the one that you're all sweaty and puffy. As I told you, sweating a lot is not burning fat. Those two things are not related. You can just be somebody that sweats a lot and you're thinking that you're burning fat, but actually it's not doing anything. So soft cardio is very good because it is less intense and it doesn't use up as much energy very quickly. Because the thing about heat, after like 5 minutes of doing the heat workout, you're already like so tired, you're like, out of breath. But soft cardio, you build up intensity and it's more calm and it's very beginner friendly. So if you're in your weight loss journey and you want to lose weight gradually, or you don't have time, or you don't have that stamina for the heat workout, I would recommend soft cardio. An example of soft cardio is walking. Walking is a secret. People sleep on walking, but I cannot just tell you what walking does. Walking is just, It has so many benefits. You know, it burns calories without using up a lot of energy, when without spiking up your hunger. It lowers the stress in your body. You know, when you take a good walk and you listen to music, and it really helps you unwind. Also, it improves insulin sensitivity. So if you're pro-diabetic or pre-diabetic, I mean, walking is gonna be your best friend, and I definitely recommend it. It also reduces cortisol, the same thing that I said about it reduces your stress. And it also tones up your body. You know, your legs are gonna be super toned without you having to go to the gym and like carry heavy weights and squat. You don't need to do that if you walk. You know, and it's very good for your metabolism. I told you, if you want to fasten your metabolism, you should walk. I already talked about some of the benefits of walking, but I just want to highlight that soft cardio is just the best, you know. So whenever you have the chance to soft cardio, I recommend that you do it. The truth about the gym. I just talked right now, I just said something about the gym, you carrying heavy weights to tone your legs. Let us be honest. Let me tell you what I really think about the gym. The gym is not primarily for weight loss. And people that go to the gym for weight loss, I think they're misguided. The gym is for preserving and building muscles, metabolic health, and longevity. It is not primarily for losing weight. You can lose weight by going to the gym, yes, but it's not primarily for losing weight. It is for building muscles or bulking up or preserving those muscles, you know, and shaping your body. So you want to shape your body recomposition. That's why you do it at the gym. Okay. Weight loss happens through daily movement and through a balanced diet. Lift 3-4 times a week. If you walk daily, if you eat high protein, if you stay in a moderate caloric deficit, you're definitely gonna lose weight and you're gonna shape your body. That is incorporating the gym into your routine. But if you're like most, you don't want to have like a bulky. It is also a myth that going to the gym makes you bulky. It depends on the intensity of the workouts that you do. But the gym helps. Okay, I'm not saying that the gym doesn't help, but if you're a beginner and you want to lose weight, I wouldn't recommend you going to the gym. Maybe you can go to the gym for what you can go to the stairmaster, or you can go for the treadmill machine. Those are some very good beginner friendly, but they're very expensive. You wouldn't pay for a gym membership to just be using two machines. So I tell you that first build that stamina, build that intensity out of the gym, and then you go to the gym. I personally, I do not like the gym. Every workout that I do is either calisthenics or home workout videos that I post, and home workouts. That's my domain. I'm not really a gym girly. I really want to go to the gym because I really want to build a certain part group muscles that I know that the gym is going to be very effective, and being at home and doing this at home is not going to be as effective as the gym would be. So that's when I want to go to the gym to shape my body, the body that I already have, rather than going there and trying to lose weight and trying to shape my body and build muscle. So just go step at a time. So if you're a beginner and you're trying to lose weight, I really recommend you going to the gym. First start at home, and then you build that intensity, and then go to the gym. That way you're not gonna be overstimulated. Okay? If you train very hard, you eat emotionally, you're stressed, you eat, you're sad, you eat, you're angry, you eat, you're happy, you eat, right? If you sleep less than 5 hours or 5 hours a day, if you stay stressed, you're always angry, you're always triggered, you're not gonna see results. You're not gonna see results. Many people do my home workout video, my app workout videos, and they say they don't see results. It's because of all those factors that I've listed here. If you do those things, you're not gonna see results. Okay? Gym cannot outwork chaos. So first fix the chaos in your life, and then go to the gym and build that body. Now I'm gonna talk about this sustainable strategy that works for me, what I do and how I do it. If I had to give you a framework of what you should do, I would recommend walking, because I already stress about walking. I walk so much a day. That's why I only work out once a week, and I eat moderately, and I'm able to maintain the shape and the body that I want. And I'm also able to lose weight if I deem necessary. For example, if I go on a week of splurging and overeating and not working out and being a lazy bum, I already have a strategy and something that's effective that works for me. I would recommend that you should walk. I wouldn't say 10K, because 10K steps is a lot for many people. So I would recommend that you start with at least 3K, and then you even can get to 5K, and then you can get to 7K, and then you can get to 8K, and then finally you can get to 10K. You have to build it up, because, for example, like forced to walk, I think I walked 9K steps that day, and I was sore all over my hips, my feet, my head. I even got sick the next day, so I wouldn't recommend you just jumping in and walking 10k steps a day. Really build up. It's about building up. I moderately walk 5k steps a week or max 7k steps a week, and that's enough for me. I only work out once a week, which is Saturday. That's where I do my ab workouts, and if I feel like working out my legs, I tone my legs because I really like the shape of my legs right now, so I don't want to do a lot of that, so I just work on toning them. And I would also do like an upper body because as I said, I do calisthenics or I do home workouts, just basic upper body just to maintain that nice upper body and a little bit of the back. Okay, I'm also gonna post that video because I know many people have DM'd me and sent me and commented that, oh, they really wanna. By the way, I don't have an Instagram for my workout. I'm gonna get it. I promise I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna post a little reels there because I haven't been doing that. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get into it. If you want to start lifting but you don't want to go to the gym, I would recommend you carrying a heavy bag. I know it's what's gonna help you. For example, I know that 3 times a week I lift soft. I have this bag of mine, and I just put a bunch of books, and max I think it can reach like 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds grams max. And I just walk with this 7k steps or 5k steps. I walk with that heavy bag, and that's what's like helping me soft lift. So if you have like laptop bag or book or just groceries and stuff, instead of you taking the elevator or the escalator, take the steps. You're soft lifting. It's about doing little intentional things that build up, all compact and build you up. I eat protein in every meal. Breakfast, I will have yogurt or some type of milk. Lunch, I will definitely have my chicken there or my beef. That's why I have most of my protein. It's during lunch. It's my main meal of the day. Also dinner, I'm also gonna have protein. And snacking, I might have ice cream as a snack, protein bars, and also so I try to incorporate some type of protein in every meal that I have. I try to incorporate a lot of leafy greens during my lunch, and sometimes some type of cooked vegetable, but I always try and have in lunch or dinner or both, depending on the day. Veggies are very important, so proteins and veggies is the most important, and also your carbs because that's where you get your energy from. Sleep 7 to 9 hours a day. It's non-negotiable. Stay in a small caloric deficit depending on what cycle you're on as a girl. And because if you're bleeding, you don't want to go on an extreme caloric deficit because that could cause anemia, and we don't want you to have anemia. All right, so just like a little slight, and if you're a beginner, as I said, gradually walk up to that. So you may be reducing 200 or 300 calories and then building up to it, but do not eat less than 1,500 calories. Actually, that is extreme deprivation, and we don't want that. And also take diet breaks. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do an intermittent diet, oh, I'm gonna do a pescatarian diet. Sometimes it's good to take breaks. Whenever I do intermittent dieting, which I actually have stopped now, but I used to do a lot before, it helped me. But now that I'm where I want to be, I don't need to do it anymore, so or as often. So it's very important to take breaks because your body is a machine. Your body is a home. If you don't take care of that home, it's gonna spoil. Well, that's it. No detox, no starvation, no extreme dieting, right? And no extreme workouts, because there are people that tell you to work out 7 out of 7, which is insane. So these are all the things that I do to stay in shape and to be happy and to be balanced. No crazy, all right? I hope this video was very informative. And if you want more, you just comment below. You can ask me any questions. I'll be very happy to answer. And if I said something that isn't clear, remember, I'm only human and mistakes do happen. These are just things that work for me and things that I believe to be true. So if they're not true, please forgive me. And what else? I also wanted to say that I want to start coaching, right? One-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, comment one-on-one below. Well, thank you, and see you in the next one.